What up, YouTube? Boy, Big C. Yeah, I'm down here, still trying to knock this paint off on this skid spray you see down here. And I'm gonna try to finish up painting. I don't know if you can see the box behind me, but the motor and pump came yesterday. First Depot, they deliver kind of fast. So I gotta finish getting this painted so I can install a new pump and stuff and get it hooked up. Alright, prime. I know the last video you just seen me spray the paint, but my brother-in-law told me it's best for me to prime this before I spray it again. So, I hit some of the pieces I sprayed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm about to just prime everything except the Rio. I'm not gonna prime it. I'm gonna leave it the way it is, but everything. So yeah, I got a primer on there. I'm only doing the front half. Yeah, there go the big box. Give me a second to hold this phone and open this up at the same time. All right, so as you see with my GoPro, it went dead on me. I primed my skid, my spray skid, and now I'm gonna open up the box so y'all can see the motor and the pump I bought. I won't be mounting it on this video because I gotta let this primer, dry out, and then I'm gonna spray it with that Hunter Green Rust-Oleum, and then I'll, mount the motor. But I want y'all to see what I bought from Spray Depot. So check this out. I'm gonna flip the camera. So I went looking. This is the only thing I could find to open up this box with for right now. So let me start opening this up. So here go the big reveal. The new motor and pump for my refurbished spray skid tank. So this is the heart of your tank. So let me flip this camera so y'all can see what I got. Yeah, this is day 2. Yesterday I primed majority of the spray. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't going to spray the whole thing. I was just spraying the front half to make it look better. And I got the motor out. I went to my local Menards and got the mountain bolts. They say that, I think it was, 5/16. So I got 5/16 mountain bolts and lock nuts and nylon bolts to mount the motor down. What I'm seeing is them bolts, the holes that was already there, I'm not gonna be able to use those. So I'm gonna move the camera in close so you can see what I'm talking about. So the way these are, I can't mount the motor that way and make sure that connect up the hose is correct. So this hose right there is the let the water out and stuff, the drain hose. But there go one of my main hoses that goes to the filter over there. And this hose that's on the floor, that hose is for the bypass or return. So, and then I gotta hook a hose from the Rio going to the other part of the motor. I know I'm going to so as I was saying, I know I gotta go back to Spray Depot. I'm gonna send them a email probably tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe some of my subscribers y'all can help me out. I got more connections than I got hoses. So I know I got one that goes to the side of the reel that goes straight to the motor, to the, the pump. And then I have two that comes, the main suction and then the bypass. But from what I'm looking, which I'm going to show you over here on the motor, on the pump. Hold on. Let me show you on the pump. So I got a connection here, which I think this connection is for the main pump, for the hose that comes off the filter. But see, when I mount this, you can either mount it this way, so, clockwise this way or clockwise that way. But see, I got two bypasses. I got a bypass there and a bypass there. I have no idea where they go to. And then I got this one there. Now, I know one of these got to be going to the hose that goes to the reel. I know that for a fact. But these other two bypasses, I don't know what connects to them. And I'm going to hit up Spray Depot so they can explain to me the connections, because I'm kind of lost. I really am. I know I got three hoses or three connections. So like I said, the main connection coming off the filter, the hose that connects to the reel, and then I know the bypass, or the mix. Now, I don't know where this fourth connection, what it goes to. So hopefully they can send me a diagram. They didn't send me a lot of documentation, which shame on you, Spray Depot. You're supposed to send documentation with this. And I had to look up kinda for the mounting screws you need to mount this motor. You see I marked the motor with green paint because I made me a little simple template. But I know 5/16 is the right bolts to go in there. I'm praying that they're long enough, because I got 1.5 inches and I got two inches just in case. But yeah, I got 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna pause the video for a second and then I'll come back and show you the bolts I got. Alright, so I'm back. Had to run to the car real quick and get these screws I bought. So here go 5/16, 1 1/2 zinc plated hex bolts, and then I got the lock nuts and those. Lock washers. So as I was saying before, hopefully it'll fit right down up in here. Hope y'all can see that well. Right down up in there in those two bolts, or two holes. So the pattern on the skid spreader now is set for the motor to sit like this. So that means that the pull will be on this side. If I, set it, it'd be toward this part. This part would be towards the tank, and this side would be away from the tank. And that's not the way I want it to sit. I don't want to sit it like this. I actually want to sit it this side facing the tank, and this side like off to the other side. Because I don't want my pump just out there free hanging. So I got to just make sure this is the way I want it. Because I was saying, if I mount it this way, I don't know if I'll be able to reach. I can't reach from the side or from the top to pull the starter here. So I definitely want to, make it this way so I can easily pull the starter from the front side. All right, so that's all I got for right now. I'll be continuing this later.